Hello everyone, that's right, I am in my bed today. Don't judge me. I have decided to have a lazy day today. I'm just going to stay in my bed and do nothing. But don't worry, because in fact I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing nothing. I enjoy learning origami. I don't know much, but I find it quite therapeutic. And I'm pretty good at doing origami hearts. So I've made one. Here we go. Cute. And I thought I would show you how to do it. This is something really fun that you could do with your children, or just do it for yourself. And I think it'd be quite a good idea to post these out to people that you can't be with right now, because you can write little messages on them, and if you can see it, so there's like a slit here, which is like a pocket. So you could like put a little note in there or something, or I don't know, you could do so much with this. There's a pocket in the back as well that you can put things in there. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you how to make them. Sorry if my description isn't very good. That's what I was meant to say. But yeah. So the first thing you need is obviously a piece of paper, and you may need scissors as well. So if you've got children, be careful when they're holding the scissors. So yeah, you just need an A4 piece of paper, but it won't be A4 when you fold it. You need to make it into a square. So the easiest way to make it into a square is get one of the corners and meet it to the bottom edge of the paper. So it looks like this. Don't fold this, but you can see that where the fold finishes, that's the excess paper. I really hope this makes sense, but I'll fold it and then I'll show you. So here's, I don't know if you can see the line very well, it's just here. This part that I've folded will be the excess paper, and then you can see that this part is a square. So what you need to do is just cut, or if you're good at ripping straight lines, then you just need to take this excess part off. Got my scissors, use them carefully, and just cut along that line that you have folded. I do sometimes rip it instead of cutting it, but it can be quite difficult to do it in a straight line without actually ripping into the square. But yeah, so now you can see that you're left with a square piece of paper. So once you've got your square, all you need to do is fold it in half one way. So make sure the edges meet up neatly. Then it's a straight line. So I've folded it in half like this, and then reopen it, and then fold it the other way. So you can see that the crease is here, and now you want another crease going across, so it looks a bit like a window. So I'll fold it the other way, make sure the lines meet up again. So now I've folded it the other way and open it again, and you can see that you've got your two creases there. So once you have your piece of paper and you've folded it down here and down here, you need to align this edge to the middle crease here. So just fold it in half, so it looks like that. So once you've made that fold here, you want to turn the piece of paper over so the flap is at the back. The next step is to get this line halfway, and you want to fold it so this edge then meets this middle line here. So I'll show you. When you're doing your creases in your paper, do them quite sharp, but it should look like this. So I'll just open it up. So that was your paper, and then you fold it in like that, and then you do exactly the same for this side as well. So then your paper should look like this. So once you have your piece of paper like that, you then want to flip it over, and you'll probably notice that you've got a little pocket in your paper there, so you know that that's the right way to have your paper to do the next part. And the next part is you want these lines here to meet in the middle of your paper. So I'll show you. So you can see that I've folded it into the middle, and then you've got to do the same again on this side. I find these so therapeutic to do. Love them. You can do them in so many different colours. So now you've done that, your paper should look like this. I'll just bring it closer. So the next part, there are quite a few steps, but they're easy. So you want this corner and this corner to both fold in so they come into the middle here. So I'll show you. So when you've done that, your paper should then look like this. So I'll open that up in this part just to see where your creases should be. So the next part, I would probably say, is the most difficult section out of all of it. What you need to do is bring this corner here to meet this corner here, but you'll notice that your paper won't just go flat, so it should probably go a bit like this. So what you need to do is just sort of press onto the back of the paper, pinch onto the corners as well so you know that you're doing it evenly, and just sort of press it lightly down until you can feel that your paper is flat. You'll notice that it's sort of like a 3D shape at the moment. The way that I flatten the paper, I've just pinched these bits in like this, and then I'll do the same for the other side. So now you can see that there is some sort of flatness to the paper. So once you've flattened it as much as you can, it should look a little bit like this. I mean, this isn't 100% perfect. These are a little bit uneven, but you can always deal with that later on. But the next thing you need to do is then flatten these little cone bits down. So you just lightly press on them. So then it looks more like that. So once it's squished, even more, you will have to now put this flap into the pocket that's underneath it. So you just sort of bring it up and tuck it in as neatly as possible. So then it should look like that. So we're on to the last few steps now. So once your paper looks like this and you've tucked your corner into your little flap, into your pockets, you then need to fold these corners in like this. So just a simple fold. And again, it doesn't matter if it's not 100% perfect, but the paper can tuck underneath this little line here, so you can see that I've folded it in and tucked it in as well, so then it's a little bit more secure. So then obviously do the same for the other side. Try and tuck it in a little bit like that, and then it should sort of look like that. And then the last step is to literally just fold these pointy bits down so it meets this line here. So it should look just like that. Can you see? And then do the same for the other side. Really press it down as well, because then it's more likely to stay in place. So it should look like that on the back, but then if you turn it over, you've got your perfect little love heart there. So there we have it. Cute little love hearts. You can do them in so many different colours. You can do them in different sizes as well. You don't have to cut just an A4 piece of paper into a square. You could do smaller love hearts. What I want to do is do really small ones and put them in a jar, do different colours and put them in a jar. So I'm going to do that later on. But yeah, they're just really cute, and I think I don't know how exactly you do it, but you can do like little bunting and stuff. Maybe if you cut these little line bits here so you can open the flaps properly, you can stick some string along and just stick it with double-sided tape or something, and then you'll have a long line of love hearts. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I just thought it'd be something nice to do. And again, if you can, send some out to your friends and family, you know, or stick them in your window, or put them around the house and cheer everybody up. Yeah, they're just really fun and simple to do. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.